Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. James D, how you doing in there, brother? Good to see you. We're just getting started up. I've had a couple bites on this left rod already. And, I mean, he's hit it a couple times good, but he ain't took it hard enough. And it's cold. Yes, you are first. Probably need to go out there and check that rod again. But I wanted to get set up before we get out there and do it. James, 2? You're second. It's cold out here, guys. It's not cold in my truck, but I ain't getting no more bites on that left rod. So I wonder if he didn't clean me off. I didn't bring a whole lot of bait because I didn't really expect to get any bites. I'm so confused. So I'm going to go check that rod real quick, see if I still got bait on it. Now, there might be a fish on there. He just sat there and ate it and sitting there. I'll be right back. I got both spots. I figured that's what it was. Mary Bruce. Yeah, it's definitely burr. To the left of the bridge is ice. To the right of the bridge, it's not ice. But one way or another, it's stinking cold. The temperature is like 20 degrees according to my mirror thing, which that's never right. According to the Weather Channel, it's 17 degrees with the feel like temperature of 0. So that means it's cold. So I'll be right back. I'm going to check that left rod. Don't go nowhere. That's not a good way to start. I didn't bring much bait, and he done stole 2 of them. We'll try it again. I did got a piece or 2 of shad left, and I'm using skipjack. Sorry, guys, I'm in and out of my truck. I'm going to add some more weight just because that wind's blowing me everywhere. So let me see if I got some different weight in here. At least y'all are staying warm with the truck running. I was going to sit out here in the cold because you got to do what you got to do when you got a fishing show. But it's even a little bit too cold for me. We're going to add another ounce of weight. I'll be right back. All right. Skunk is off the bank. Woo, guys, I gotta let my hands warm up. My hands are frozen. It is unbelievably cold. But yes, we got a channel cat. It is 0 degrees wind chill. I gotta let my hands warm up. I'm sorry. Woo! But you guys are nice and warm in the truck. I got gloves in here. A smart guy would put gloves on, wouldn't they? Jen, welcome in. Man, I swore up and I was like, man, I know that rod's getting a bite. But that wind's blowing so stinking hard, it's hard to tell. I kind of wish I could have you guys out there in the action with me so you could hear all the excitement of the catching fish when it's flipping cold. But the wind's so bad out there, I can't stand to be out there. So I know you guys are going to be cold if I put you out there. If y'all don't mind, smash that thumbs up. We got 7 thumbs up, 10 people in. My hands are frozen. Yeah, James, it was tapping. We kind of heard you. All right, there we go. So, skunks off the bank, whiskers on the whiskers in and out. Well, I tell you what, I really wish I had bought more bait. I really didn't think I was going to catch anything. And that guy done wiped out both my baits twice on one rod. I may have to go up to the bait store and actually buy bait that I have at home. All right. I have my window open just in case I did catch a fish. Man, it's cold. Kind of want to turn my blower up, but I don't really want to make it too loud on you guys. Thunderstruck, welcome in. You just missed the first fish of the day. So that area I'm fishing around that bridge, of course there's bridge, so there's structure. There's some rocks out there as well. Plus it's about 12 foot deep. So it's like one of the deeper spots in this area. If you go to the right of me, it gets shallower. If you go to the left, it stays pretty much 10 to 12 feet. Good deal, Justin. You got your package should be. I went to the post office yesterday to mail your package, and the mail place don't even open up till like 11 o'clock. And by then I had somewhere to be. I'm like, well, shit, I got to get these packages out. But they're right here. They're right next to me, so I haven't forgot about them. So I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to go back out there. I'm going to bait them lines up again, and I'm going to catch another fish. Okay? All right. As long as that sounds good to you, I'm good with it. And if I have to go to this bait store and buy bait, I will. But if the bite's on, we're staying here until we don't catch no more. Time to put the gloves on. Sorry for the door slam. I kind of debated on coming here because there was another place I wanted to check out, but I seen this was defrosted enough to fish. So I'm like, I'm fishing where I know I can. I got like 5 pairs of gloves in here. I can't find but one of all them gloves. I think glove will work. That's something on my hands. Need to open my window because I really don't trust my doors. I've had them lock on me before, even with the key in it. I don't have a spare key. All right, guys. I'm back in here to you. Woo, it's cold out there, brother. So small baits seems to be what they're after today. I wonder if they know it's 0 degrees out here. So I know that fish I caught was cold. He needed a jacket, a rain suit. He needed something. He was cold. I might have to go up to 3 ounces of weight just to hold them lines where they're somewhat tight. You don't know how bad that wind's actually whipping out there, because you're in here where it's nice and warm. No F's, welcome in. Good to see you. Italian Bushcraft, welcome in. We were sitting in the truck, catfishing. Because it's too darn cold to be out there. Of course, I don't think those fish know that, but I know it. Whew. We got one whisker on the bank, and hopefully some more coming. That dude was hungry. So when I first got here, before I was even set up, I had that left rod in. I'm getting hit again. Tell you what, guys, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that was a damn turtle. How the way he's got that bait torn up. Gotta be small channel cat. Hey, keep an eye on that rod for me. Apparently there's fish over there. All right, guys, I'm back to you. Man, that's some wild and crazy action. 2 whisker fish in the flipping cold. And I mean cold. I'm going to run out of bait. This really sucks. I have a few pieces of bait left. I mean, that's good because that means I'm catching fish or at least getting bites. I don't know how well you guys, there's a eagle. I don't know if you guys can see that eagle. See him? Oh, my fingertips are frozen. They hurt. Whew. 0 degrees, guys. The fish don't seem to care. Man girl, welcome in. Good to see you. Trouble, good to see you. Welcome in. Don't be too much trouble. You can be low, though. It's all good. Kind of hard to really tell if we're getting bites or not because that wind's rocking them rods back and forth. So it's kind of like watching for that tip to bend over a little bit. Man, I don't think my fingertips ever hurt like this. Oh, bro, there ain't no earthworms out right now. The ground is frozen. That second fish I got there, I foul hooked him. He was swimming around down there and I got him with that circle hook. That's a bite. Damn it. I mean, that's good, but still. Alright, let's see what happens, guys. I hate to do it, but I might have to run all the way home, which is about 20 minutes each way, just to get bait to come back. That was a hit on the left right. Dang it. Why can't we just be out there? Why has it got to be so stinking cold? Y'all know what I mean? I only got one piece of bait on that left right, and I got a bite on that. It's so cold, I just went to throw my line out and my weight's busted off. Time to toss some new weights. But it's warm in this truck. Hi guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. We are getting bites. That's for sure. Need to get under my seat here, I think, and find me some weights. see what we got in this bag. Hopefully something bites on the other rod, it hooks itself. I ain't got really time to fool with it. There's a 3-ouncer. But it really ain't gonna matter if I run out of bait. Run out of bait. So I hate to go up to that little shack up there and buy bait, because it's gonna be like $12 if you got one. And I got a whole stinking freezer full of them. Well, not a whole freezer, but you know what I mean. Jeez, it's cold. Guys, do not try this at home. Well, anywhere for that matters. It's cold. You got to be a special kind of stupid to be out and fishing in this. Y'all ain't figured it out. I'm that special kind of stupid. All right, we're going to see how hungry these fish actually are. I got 2 pieces of dried up shad that's been in the back of my truck for probably a week or so. It's been cold, but I bet you it still smells like shad. I bet they'll still bite on it. Hell, if I'd have known I was going to spend this much time, I don't know if that rod fell because it got hit or if it's from the wind. Out there in the cold, I'd have just brought you out there in the cold with me. But I'll tell you what, it's cold. Woo! Throwing 3 ounces of weight out there, that wind still grabs it and shoves up against that train trestle. It's bouncing off the train trestle. But hopefully, I got a few minutes to take a break. I can warm up a minute. Been there for 45 minutes, caught 2 fish, had countless numbers of bites. Really surprised me. I didn't expect to get any bites. Andy, welcome in. Welcome in to everybody else I missed. Jerry Hager, welcome in. Sorry, I've been out there in the stinking cold trying to catch stupid little fish. But somebody's got to be dumb enough to do it, so it's me. Brother Stacy was going to come in, but he's like, it's too cold. It's snowing. He wasn't going to give it a shot. So I'm like, well, I'm doing it anyway. Real feels -10 there. I don't even know where my phone is. My other phone is. And I probably lost it somewhere. It's only a phone. I can buy one. Andy's probably got 1 or 2 extra laying around. He throws his phones in the lake just because he wants to go out and buy a new one. Just joking with you, buddy. Huh, I really don't know where my other phone is. Oh well. Now I'm going to sit here and dig for it. I'm like, where the hell did this thing go? Oh, yeah, they do. Polar bears make it look easy, that's for sure. Now, I'll be really surprised if I get a bite on that left rod because I just put old skipjack on it, or old shad, one of the two. It's just been in the back of my truck because I cut pieces out of it to make smaller pieces. But when you're almost out of bait, you do what you got to do with what you got. I don't know how well you guys can see the rods. See, we can't make it a little bit better for you. Kind of hard to do in here. A little smaller. Ah! There. That might be a little more help. So my original idea is I was going to put my phone out there by the poles and just connect it to my Wi-Fi in the truck and use it that way. Well, not the Wi-Fi, but the speaker. But that way didn't seem to work out for me either. That way, I can still talk to you guys, but I'll be out fishing, but I value my toes. Brother, I got toe warmers in my boots. I got body warmers in my door because I really wasn't planning on having to use them. I got hand warmers in my door. I'm ready to go. It's just that wind is so cold. It is very, very cold. And I really was not planning on sitting here running my truck this whole time. Guess I could shut it off for a few minutes. That way I ain't wasting gas. You guys ain't got to hear it. I don't know if you can hear it run or not. Really thought Stacy'd be in by now. I don't know if he popped in and I missed him. Left one got hit. That's that one with them stupid little bitty pieces on it. Yeah, it looks like it's getting hit again. Damn it. All right, back to the cold I go. See, as I open this window a little bit. That fish gets off the time I get to it, so be it. Oh, shut up. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my other phone. Now look, I dropped it in the water when I was over there walking around. It's got to be here somewhere. Oops. Sorry, guys. The wind blew the door. I'll call it later. I could have put it in that bag when I was in that bag too. But anyway, I just heard it make noise. I know it's in here somewhere. All right, well, I walked over there. That right rod was getting a hit. I missed it. I really need to get down to some 3/0 circle, 3/0 circle hooks, I think. Next time I come down, because I'm definitely going to come down again. If the bites are being like this, I'm definitely going to come back down with some smaller hooks. So I got 5/0 on there now, and I think they're just too big for these fish right now. Dana, welcome in. Great to see you. Ain't seen you in a while. Appreciate you popping in. So far, we got 2 channel cats, and they got a whole lot of bait. They've gone through almost, well, they have gone through a whole skipjack already, all except for the head. And if I have to, I'll throw the head on there and see if we can't find a bigger one to jump on it. But I'm using small baits, and that seems to be what they want. I don't really think they care what it is. They just want to eat. And it's easy. It's there. Still kind of curious where my phone went. It's not in my bag. Hey, James, call me. I'll find my phone that way. I found it. Never mind. No, I didn't. That was a power pack. Yeah, call me so I can find my phone. I guarantee it's here somewhere. All right, good enough. I know it's in here. There it is. Found it. Thanks, James. I knew my phone was around here somewhere. Okay. So we may have 2 or 3 pieces of bait left. I'm going to give these rods a few more minutes. I'll check them again. And we'll rebait. I've gone down to 1 bait per rod because I've got them set up with 2 hooks per rod. And I just don't have the bait to do it. Yeah, it worked. Thanks, James. I found my phone. I knew it was in here somewhere. It was just way over there where it don't belong. Supposed to be getting snow, but I haven't seen any yet. Well, if you like snow, that's good. I've had my fill of snow for the year. The snow, I don't guess, bothered me. It was the ice. And now it's just the crazy cold. So, for those of you guys that want to know where I'm at Fredericktown City Lake in Fredericktown, Missouri. It's a good sized lake. It's really shallow for the most part. This area I'm here is probably one of the deeper parts of the lake. I've never caught fish here before today. I've tried it several times, never really had any luck. But I've never tried to fish it this time of year either. Mary Bruce got about 9 inches. I know when I go home, I'm going to retie these rigs. I'm going to try to do a little bit different way, though. I'm going to get me like a couple of stirrers. I'll go to Walmart and buy a box of the coffee stirrers and hook them on here so it kind of holds that bait out off of the line so that the line's not wrapping up around the other line on the drop loops. See how that works out for me. The town next to me is Fredericktown. Well, you know, we were going to have fish the other day. And I'm in Fredericktown, so we'll just meet somewhere in the middle. I bet you probably got a McDonald's too, don't you? We'll just meet there. We'll have that filet fish sandwich that's all nasty and stuff. We still got 5 awesome people in here. That's cool. If you believe that counter, there's probably 50 people in here, and that counter just says 5. But it's all right. If I didn't have a Sunday night bite show to do, I wouldn't be here now. Of course, this is the Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. Because it's really only Sunday night bites when Stacy's here. Y'all know what I mean. No Mickey D's. Huh. Well, this fish bite slowed down, which is kind of good, I think. Because to be honest with you, I was tired of getting on and running back and forth. I mean, this water's so cold, these fish just aren't going to take it and take off with it like they would during the summertime. They're sitting down there pecking on it and biting on it. A bunch of it's probably them little bitty guys like that second one I caught. Yeah, it's definitely a fishing adventure. The other place I wanted to go to, when I leave, I still may go check it out. But James, you would probably know what it is. I know nobody else would, but it's Silver Mines. I've never been over there. I want to check that out. That's where I was going to go, but I'm like, I know for sure this is fishable. So I came here. I want to go explore over there. Never been there, but I've heard of it. Yeah, I haven't either. Well, I've been there once, but I was just like there. I didn't like know anything about it. I just seen there's a river. So all the more I know about it. This is incredible how windy it is out here and how cold it is. And it was really hard for me to come up with a spot that I could actually pull up and put my rod holders in the ground, which was, they're actually in the water because the ground is frozen. And even with a hammer, I couldn't push it. I couldn't punch them through the ground. Well, I say hammer, it's a rubber mallet, but same thing. A little different, but same. Oh yeah, Lake of the Ozarks would be fun. Wapapello is fun too. I don't know that much about Wapapello on fishing it. I mean, I fished it. I ran jug lines and things, but really haven't crappie fished it or anything. Now, the St. Francis River I have, like at Greenville and up from Greenville. Or I guess you would say down from Greenville. I guess I'm going to go check those rods because they should have done something by now with how the fish have been biting. I'm warmed up. My fingertips don't hurt no more, so. Might as well see what's happening. I'll try not to slam the door this time, guys. All right. So the fish don't want the well-seasoned skipjack or shed or whatever that is, but something ate the bait off the other rod. All right, so I got my skipjack head and a small piece of bite on the right rod, and the two dried up pieces on the left rod. Mary, be good. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry, I kind of been in and out. Andy, I appreciate you hanging out, brother. Donna, it's always great to see you. Skipjack Cindy, welcome in. We got two fish on the bank. We've had tons of bites. I've already gone through a skipjack, but I've only got into two. And I've only got like one piece of bait left after those two rods are ate off. Which the rate they're going in, those would be empty probably in 10 minutes. Let's see what the temperature is out here. My phone says I'm back online, which is good because I never went offline that I know of. Them little catfish gonna be out there for a while chewing on that skipjack head. Because I don't know if there's anything big enough over here to grab that and take off with it. I ain't never caught nothing on the headpiece. It's always been body sections. I've seen these guys catch these great big fish on the headpieces. I ain't never been able to do it. Come on, you stupid phone. You got full signal and you're saying you're offline again. My phone's so stupid. All right, it's formed up, guys. It feels like 6 degrees now. At 20 degrees. Well, let's see. Trending now. Sal, snow, ice could impact you this weekend. I mean, you guys might get snowed on. Some of y'all might, that is. All right. So it's kind of looking like at this rate, we're going to be able to go for another 20 to 30 minutes, which I'm fine with that because I'm going to be out of bait. And it is cold. It's not so bad sitting in the truck. At least that wind's off of me. I got warmers in my boots. And I got warmers in here if I need them. And I have gasoline. So those are all good combinations for a cold day. It's really hard to tell with that sun where it's at right now, if my rod's just wiggling back and forth or if it's going forward. I mean, if it like bends over, we're going to know it's got a fish. But I don't know that anything in here is big enough to bend that rod over. I mean, surely there's got to be some 5-10 pound channel cats in here. It's just, are they willing to bite? I'm really thinking not. But yeah, I think that's what it is. It just wants me to get out of the truck and walk over there. I don't really want to do that. I mean, it's all in the name of fishing. I get it. But I think it's just that wind blowing it, to be honest with you. But this is definitely a spot to try again, especially if the weather's like this next time. Maybe we'll try this spot. I really like to go to new areas. Although this is not a new area to me, it's really a newer spot for catfishing. I have tried to catfish it before, but not had any luck. I've caught catfish, crappie fishing here. And this is one of those lakes where it's full of dinks that need to be taken out of here because there's not enough of a bass population or catfish population to keep the crappie in check. You used to be able to catch some really nice crappie out of this lake. A little better weather, you could make it. Yeah. Be a little more enjoyable if it wasn't 6 degrees outside. I did buy me a new tent to go camping in this year. Something that's a little bit easier to put up than the one I have now. That's like an 8-man tent. I bought a 5-man tent. And believe it or not, I got it on clearance at Walmart. That's right, clearance. Me. I bought something on clearance. I know it's a shocker, but it's true. $63. It's even got the little flap on the back. If I want to just pull my truck up to it and open up the back, I can access anything in my back of my truck from the tent. It don't have the cool Bluetooth speaker like my other tent does. It don't have the LEDs like LED lights like the other tent, but still, it's all right. Oh yeah, for $63, you can't beat it. Because I don't know if y'all looked at tents or anything lately. They've just got outrageous. And the reason why I really wanted this tent, because it's 7 foot, so I can actually get up and stand and walk around in it. To me, just having a tent that you cannot get up and move around or change your clothes or something is just useless. I mean, yeah, it's something to sleep in. But if you don't have a little bit of room to put your clothes and whatever you need to in there, it's not much good. Because me, I'm getting old. I like to have the air mattress in there and everything else. Six awesome people in. Thank you guys. 23 thumbs up for sitting out here in the cold. Well, I can't say it's too cold in here, but out there it's really cold. That left rod looked like it got hit. And if something takes that right rod down, it's good because it's got that big skipjack hit in its mouth. So when that rod bends over, I'll worry about that one. Yep, I get it. When you're off grid, you're camping all the time. I like to camp because, like, when I go to Anthony J's or to Rod's or somewhere, I can just take my tent and I can find a campground. That's a lot cheaper than a hotel. And you still got electric and whatever else you need available. I don't mind living out of a tent, at least not for a couple days. Plus, I have my lithium battery, so I have all the power I need when I'm camping. Yeah, hi there, Tom. How you doing? Yeah, I'm about 60, 70 miles south of St. Louis. Danny, welcome in. Good to see you. We got 2 fish. We got 2 channel cats so far. I should have had 3 or 4. I think my hooks are a little bit too big. And I'm just about out of bait. I might even come down here another day this week. Yeah, I know open water near the only reason why I think I have open water here is because there's a river that runs through here. And there's a lot of wind, so I don't guess it really freezes a whole bunch. Off to the left-hand side of this train trestle that I'm next to, a lot of that's frozen over there. And some towards the shore and across the lake is frozen. But right here, I'm good. No, I'm 50 miles. I'm about 70 miles south of St. Louis. If I said north, I meant south. Right now, I am fishing in Fredericktown. Danny, I live in Farmington. I know you're down this way somewhere because I know you fish in Mississippi a lot. Of course, Mississippi goes a long ways, but you know what I mean. I think I'm going to go change up baits on this left one. I'm going to put that fresh piece I got on there. See if we can't do some good. Because we ain't got no bites on it since I put that dried up shad that I had. But when you're almost out of bait, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, Danny, I go down and fish St. Genevieve a lot. And once in a while, I go down to Cape and fish. All right, I'm going to go change that left rod out real quick. I'll be right back. I got one piece of bait left, I think. All right. Back at it. 3030, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, Danny, if you're still in here, maybe we get together sometime and fish a river if you want. Don R., good to see you, brother. So far, we got 2 catfish on the bank. It's cold. It's windy. But the fish are biting. At least they were. I'm sitting in my truck just to keep out of that wind. Might have to start truck up here in a minute just to warm up again. But that don't sound like really that bad of an idea. I figure out which pocket I put my keys in. It's the only bad thing when you got all these clothes on, you got all kinds of places to put stuff. I don't even have them in my pocket. They're on my console. Hopefully that ain't too loud on you with the truck started. Can get a little heat in here. Then we'll shut her back off. I just want to get one more channel cat. I mean, I'm happy with the 2 that I got. Don't get me wrong. But a 3rd one would be nice. Yeah, it's 6 degrees here with the wind chill. It's $20 or 19 degrees. The little thing on my my mirror tells me the temperature. It says northwest and it says ice below it. So I guess that means it's flipping cold. Never seen it say ice or snow before, but it said ice. Ten in Chicago. Man, I know it gets cold and windy up in the Windy City. That's got to be brutal up there. Now, I know there has to be more than them 2 fish down there that I caught that want to bite. So we got a little fresher bait. Let's see if we can get them to come in. See, any other time I'd bring extra bait and I'd never use it and end up having to throw it out. Today, I wish I'd have brought extra bait. Having that big old headpiece on there, I just don't think anything's going to take yet. It's too big. They're one of them little bitty pieces. Ooh, the boat's been winterized since November. Mine will start coming. I tarped it. I put the cover on it last month, but they'll start coming back out in the end of February. Get her all started up and make sure she's running fine. And I just pretty much make sure I got all the water out of my lower unit when I winterize it. I mean, I'm sure you're probably supposed to run antifreeze through it. But I've never have, but I haven't had a problem. But when I end up having a problem, I know it's going to be a big one. My dumbass. California Delta. Awesome, a 60-inch sturgeon. That looked like a bite. On that left rod. I don't know if you guys can see that left rod better than I can or not. It's raining. Well, that made it worse. Oh, well. Let's do it again. That was kind of fun, really. I went to get some rhino liner or something like that for the bottom of the kayak. Well, that'd be awful hot. I don't know if I'd want to put rhino liner in the bottom of my kayak. I don't know why I'm making this twice as hard on myself trying to read that chat. Well, just pull it up on the other phone and read it. Makes more sense to me. Oh, it says I'm live. Imagine that. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Ah, Stacy. I don't even see Stacy in my other chat, so apparently my chat is not working. So there you are. You popped up in the other one now. Welcome in, Stacy. So far, we got 2 on the bank. 2 channels. It is a good spot. I've fished here before, and I haven't really had any luck. But when I first started throwing baits out there, man, they were just tearing it up. And I finally hooked one. I think they're all pretty small. I did foul hook the second one, but it still counts. And I'm getting a hit on that rod now. Left rod, guys. I threw that one a little bit straighter out. It's not underneath that bridge. Because I think it's a bunch of little dinks. It's up underneath that bridge right now. Yeah, I just let it said 4 or 6 degrees with the wind chill. 19 degrees regular temperature. Yeah, this is like 12 feet. Fishing for catfish here. We've got 2 channel cats so far. It's very cold. But this is an ideal spot to fish. I got the structure of the dam or of the bridge. There's rocks. So, I mean, it's a good spot and it's a deep hole. So those fish are hunkered down on the bottom in the mud. I'm using skipjack herring. I only brought one with me because I didn't really figure out even get any bites. So far, I've used the whole skipjack. Only got 2 fish, though. I think they're a bunch of dinks. I need to get down to some 3-aught hooks. I think that'd make a big difference. Yeah, skipjack and shad. Those are probably the top 2 go-tos right now. No, I'm not a hex. Well, I am. That's hard to answer. You can put a boat in here next to where I'm at, but this is just kind of like a little point that goes out, Stacy. Yeah, mid-south, it's a deep hole. Yeah, usually when I go over to the Mississippi, I live in Farmington, Missouri, and I'll go over to St. Genevieve, Missouri, and fish in Mississippi. And that's what I use when I go over there. Yeah, Mid-South knows everything about big holes. Oh, that's what you use over in Mississippi. I'm sorry, I didn't really read that right. But that's what I use when I go to the Mississippi. And if y'all haven't, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up. Went to Grenada Lakes today, in Mississippi, and caught some crappie. You guys get some huge crappie down there. A big crappie for us up here is like 13 inches. I mean, and that's a nice crappie for us. Well, it is only, I could jump on the Mississippi and like go down that way. I think probably the growth rate on crappie is a lot faster there than what it is here. That's why they have such a big minimum. Because like most, like here, most of the lakes, the minimum length is 9 inches. There's some lakes like this one in particular that there's no length limit at all because it's so overpopulated. Wicked Weasel, welcome in. Good to see you. Well, if it's been drained, that's a perfect spot for me to fish because I do fishing. I do tons of fishing. I'm not good at catching. You know that. I keep watching all these cars go by. I wonder if they're thinking, what's this idiot doing over here fishing? Oh, TikTok is back in the U.S. I just got a notification. I guess it got banned for a little while, and now it's back. Which TikTok really don't matter much to me one way or another. I do have a TikTok. I put some stuff on it, not a whole lot. Same thing with the Instagram. Mainly, I don't do it just because I'm too lazy to. Plus, a lot of stuff I do is in horizontal format, and they want everything in vertical format. I need this fish to bite again. It's just like they quit. I mean, I had that one bite that was over here underneath the bridge a few minutes ago, but it ain't like it was. I mean, they were just hammering when I first got here. So I think I just work the AM shift tomorrow. I may come back down when I get off work. Just put the stuff in my truck and come back down and try it again. Oh, Mid-South. What are we going to do with you? I don't know. TikTok, that don't matter to me anyway. It's annoying. You go to even just get on and you're forced to watch stuff without even wanting to. To me, it's annoying. I sit there and watch these kids at work. All they do is flip, 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 flip. And I'm like, ain't you guys got something better to do? I'll just blame Mid-South for it. I ain't going to blame no text to speech or speech to text or talk to text. Well, I'm not watching. That's when I go in there to try to post something. They automatically shove you into it. I can honestly say I have never gone on to TikTok to flip through anything for any reason. That's kind of like the same thing with the YouTube short format. I'll go on there if like somebody posts something like Anthony J or Stacy or something and look at it, but I don't sit there and flip through it. I have once or twice and just the off the wall stuff that's on there. I'm like, I don't even get it. And that's on the lives. It's not really on the shorts. Free and independent. We caught 2 channel catfish so far. I don't know where Luminaires is at. I haven't seen her all day. Main girl popped in for a few minutes earlier. Yeah, I just kind of put stuff on TikTok now and then, so I have an active account. It just, to me, it looks better that you have it. If you got people that want to send you out sponsorship kind of stuff, that you have multiple platforms, even though you really might not be that active in them. Actually, I got and I don't own guns. If I did, I would have taken this offer. But yesterday, a company had sent me an offer for basically it's a gun safe, just a small one that you can lock your gun up. I'm like, if I had a gun, I probably would have done a review on it. But it's not fair to say, okay, I'll do it, and you don't have a handgun. But I looked it up. It's really nice. It looked like a really nice setup. I'm gonna go move that left rod again. I'm gonna try to get back up underneath that bridge. At least over there, I was kind of getting some bites. Yeah, I just see my rod drop as soon as I walked away. That's okay. No, don't have a handgun. Oh, that's a good one, Stacy. That's a good one. I know you guys can't see them rods worth of crap because I can't see them worth of crap. To me, they're getting lost in the tree, at my view. And I got that sun coming in right here in my face, so it makes it worse. So how much snow did you end up with, Stacy, over there? We're going to run for another half hour unless we catch fish or we run out of bait. We blew it on the road. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say this is probably going to be an okay spot for catfishing the rest of the year, as long as it's not icy down here. Because I don't think this lake is going to freeze up enough to be solid. It will over on the shallower parts. But I think this here is probably deep enough and got enough flow through it, it's not going to freeze. That's right. Stacy says, I carry an ugly stick. So I went to Walmart because I busted a couple rod tips. And one of them is for my Shakespeare rod, and it's not even close to being small enough. So I'm going to have to order some from Amazon. Hopefully they'll be small enough to replace that tip. Shame I couldn't find on a clearance. I'd have bought extra. You know, the thing is, it's like, but when you buy a tip, you know, you're going to use it. But how many tips do you actually break off your rod that you have to buy a whole bunch of them? And I think that's what I'm going to have to do, is buy a whole bunch. I guess you'll have them forever. Yeah, this is a little itty bitty. Itty bitty. All right, it's warm in here now. Warm enough. Shut this thing off a little bit. Probably a little easier on your guys' ears, too. I mean, itty bitty little. I was going to bring some minnows with me, but I'm like, man, if it's windy, minnows ain't going to do no good. And I've never really caught any catfish or crappie by this bridge and on these rocks. I know you think they'd be all over the place here, but I'll see them when I go by in the fish finder. But I've never really ever caught anything right here. Oh, that's good. You couldn't hear it. It's warm in here now. Warm enough. I can hear it. I could hear it. That's actually a lake. This is the beginning of the St. Francis River, or one of the beginnings, I guess. It may be the beginning. There's a creek that comes in up on the far part of the lake, and it runs down through this main channel and goes underneath this bridge to the left. And then a drop, you know, there's a spillway, and then that starts the little St. Francis, which turns into the St. Francis River, which is the one that I fish way down by Greenville, and it dumps into Wapapello Lake, then dumps out of Wapapello Lake and continues as the St. Francis. So the lake goes out under the bridge. Yeah. The lake goes under the bridge. And then not too far past the bridge, it turns into a river. It's more of a creek that turns into the river. It turns into a really big river, but you got to go like 40 miles south before it gets that big. You think so, Stacy? You think this would be a great spot, but I just haven't had much luck here. There's tons of dink crappies. I mean, I'm talking you can catch 4 and 5 inch crappie all day long normally here. But you just don't catch much for bigger crappie anymore. Channel cats, that first channel cat I caught was probably the biggest channel cat I've ever caught out of here. And the other ones are them small fries. You know, the good little pan-sized ones. You know, I've only caught them crappie fishing. And they've come up and bite on the minnows. Kind of seems like that wind's calmed down a little bit. Those rods aren't rocking like they were. And the fish ain't biting no more either. So I actually hunting and stuff, it's actually colder. The wind chill says it's like 6 degrees. It's just this time I'm in my truck. It was just, I stood out there for a little bit, man, and my fingers started turning numb and hurting. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to sit in my truck. But we got 2 channel cats so far. And that was pretty much at the beginning of the live. I'm using itty bitty pieces of skipjack, and my hooks are probably too big. I need to go down to 3/0 instead of 5. I think one's actually like a 6 or 7/0. Now that rod on the right-hand side's got a big old skipjack head on it. I'm hoping something takes it, but I doubt it. I've never caught a fish that big in here. I'm sure they're in here. I just haven't ever caught one that big. But I'm down to the end of my bait, so it's the only reason why I'm using it. And I am planning, cross my fingers, I'm planning to go to Catcon if everything works out right. That's right. Every watch hour counts, James. I don't care if it's 15 minutes. It counts. As far as that goes, when I leave for work tomorrow, if I think about it, I can put it on the computer and let them run. At least you get some watch hours out of it. 4,000 hours is a lot to get. That's in Louisville, Kentucky. So it's like a 5 or 6 hour drive from here. Yeah, if they're in a playlist, I should be able to just put it on and let it play, and it'll play that list. Yeah, it's in Louisville every year. They tried it in Kansas City for a couple of years, and I don't think it just quite took off. But the one in Louisville's been there for quite a while. It's big. There's tons of stuff. I don't know how big that building is, but this expo center they have it in has several. I mean, that's probably got like 20 different halls in it that all have different events going on. The thing that stinks is you got to pay like $20 to park. It might have only been 10. It was 10 or $20 just to park. Then you got your ticket fees, and if you get the VIP passes, you got to buy those and shipping, and that cost you $70 just to go if you get the special passes. I went 2 years ago. It was a lot of fun. And 2 years ago, I was new to YouTube. I had like 50 subscribers. I didn't know people like Cindy and Travis and Anthony J or anybody that would have been there. But at least now this year when I go, I'll know people. And I'll actually get to meet people that I've never seen before, except for on YouTube. Yeah, the hotel room, the place that we found was kind of like an apartment kind of deal we rented. But it was the only thing we could find, and it was over $400 for 3 nights. Luckily enough, there was 4 of us that split it, so it wasn't too awful bad. And then you got to look at the gas to get there. So it's an expensive trip to go on, and then you got to figure out what you're going to spend. I keep all my credit cards paid off just for the simple reason of an emergency, like going to Catcon. I might even be able to replace that stupid reel that I don't like. I was saying I've been going to look for my channel for 8 months now. I'm at 208 subs. I was wrong. Only been 3 months. Yeah. You have a good live. Oh, that was James. I was looking at Mid-South and James. Sorry. Mid-South has got a good live. James has got good lives too, but Mid-South has a good live. He just needs to fall off his chair more often. Because that was comical. That is a hit. That's a good hit. Shut up, car. I'm going to start it. Just so it'll shut up. I roll that window down. Well, we'll see if he comes back for it again. I'm standing out there. It's too damn cold. But he hit it good. I'm really surprised he didn't hook himself. Hey, Catfish Day might be in the kissing booth. That might not be so bad for somebody. Ain't gonna be good for me. Man, I'd hate to be anybody out here in this cold. This is just ridiculous. Burko Fishing, welcome in. Nice to see you. I've never seen you in here before. Hey, James, if you want to share his link out, if you guys haven't subscribed to Burko, go ahead. Check him out. Burko, we usually do our show. It's myself and Stacy with Bank Fishing Adventures. We call it Sunday Night Bites, but seeing how it's, quite a bit colder, we're doing it more during the day. It's normally on Sunday. But Stacy's all iced up there, so he can't really fish. So I came out and just did this. And we alternate channels. So next week he'll be on Bank Fishing Adventures, provided he can get out and fish and he wants to. If not, I'll go live if I can. Everybody, please unsubscribe from Mid-South so we can get back down to this 5. All right, we got about 15 minutes to go. Then we're going to call it a day. We're after channel cat. We've got 2 so far. They don't seem to care at the wind chill 6 degrees. So we've got 2 channel cats so far. And we just had a good hit, but I missed him. I believe you'd do that too, Mid-South. Well, we're all about sharing people out and helping support small channels, so. And if you leave a comment in the section there, I'll try to come check you out as well. I do get busy and I do forget, so if I don't, remind me. Bet you that dude stripped my bait off when he hit me. But I'm not gonna run over there and pull it in. I don't have no more bait, so we're just gonna let it see what happens. From Australia, awesome. That looked like a hit on that right rod that time. That's the one that's got that big skipjack head on it. So I do know when I go home, I'm going to pull some line off these rods. I'm going to reconfigure them and have a little different setup next week. When he goes live here at midnight, 1 a.m. this year. Okay. I'll sound asleep that time of day. A couple more hours after that, I'll be getting up to go to work. Matter of fact, I can do this because, whoops. Wrong thing. Seeing as how I have two phones, there you go. I subscribed and turned the notification bell on. So I should get all of your notifications. Yes, I can call myself. Bad thing is that I'd probably answer and talk to myself at the same time. I was going to go to Bismarck Lake and do this, but I knew it was going to be way too windy, and I knew there's nowhere I could just park like I could here. So that's why I decided to come here. Somebody's got to breathe heavy. Might as well be me. Now, earlier this year, I'll tell you guys a little story. You know, we all have these, well, some of us have these lithium batteries. Well, there's a lithium battery refinery, you know, where they break them down, recovery, I guess, that's located in this town. They just built this building like a year ago and opened it up. Well, they caught on fire. It's supposed to have the state of the art. If it even thinks there's a fire, it's supposed to set off the smoke detectors and the alarms and sprinklers and all that. Well, apparently it did not work, and they had a fire, and it wiped out the complete building, from what I can tell. And it did some damage to the different waterways here because of the contaminants from the batteries. I mean, it's a huge building. Hey, not a problem. Not a problem at all. I'm here to support small channels. You know, I am still a small channel, but I was a small channel not that long ago myself. So I know how it is. Oh, I love you too there, Mid-South. You know I do. I want to give you all kinds of trouble if I didn't. That looks like a bite. I just can't tell if it's a bite or if it's a wind. I can't really see that rod tip well enough. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes to go. I definitely appreciate y'all for hanging out. Some of you guys suffered the whole live through, but y'all was nice and warm. Probably like Mid-South sitting in his chair, looking at his phone, watching Ashley do all the work around the house. It's a rough life. Sure, Ashley's probably making him dinner here too in a minute. Thought it was an AI background. No, it's real life. Yeah, I don't believe that there, Mr. Mid-South. Not one bit. Yeah, I'm sitting in my truck. It's 6 degrees with the wind chill right now. What's the good news there, Mid-South? You do that. You send them over. Make sure they're dressed nice, though. And they got little pamphlets with them. All right. Be good, Stacy. We'll see you later. I just had a hit on that rod again. See who hits it again. I ain't going to go chase him if he don't hit it more. I actually seen that rod bend that time. He ain't going to fool me into running over there. He just wants me to get cold. I know what his plan is. Yeah, I think if I had smaller hooks on there, I think these guys would probably hook themselves. That first one probably would have really bent that rod over if it was warmer. It's just they're kind of like a log when you bring them in right now because they're so cold. They got no fight to them. Even those ones I caught over at Bismarck Lake a couple weeks ago, they didn't hardly bend the rod over. And that was, what, a 6 and a 7 pound? So this year, I'm going to dedicate more of my year to doing more catfishing, trying to get better at catfishing, and maybe get nominated for the Golden Whiskers Awards. I just want to get nominated. I don't care if I make it or not. I just want to get nominated. All right, guys, I'm going to go reel those lines in. He just hit that rod again. I'll leave the camera going, because as soon as I turn that camera off, he's actually going to take that thing. I don't care if I get nominated. Well, I don't hang out with the crew either. I'm going to do it on my own. I don't want those other people's things. I want to be able to do it myself. The Silver Whisker Club. All right. All right. I'm going to go reel these in, guys. Thank you all for coming in. We'll see you next time on the next live. Thank you for watching your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. Maybe we'll still catch that cat before I get them rods in. Shut up. Shut up, Keys. Rod holders are frozen to the ground. All right, guys, if anybody's left, thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to head home. Appreciate your support. We'll catch you guys next time in your Fun Fishing Adventures live stream. Bye, guys.